Hello, good morning students of class 11th commerce. Welcome to Pandya Sir's virtual class on microeconomics, and today we are going to discuss a new chapter, the theory of revenue. We have already completed the discussion of production function. After that we completed the discussion of theory of cost, and before going to consumer equilibrium, producer's equilibrium, that how in the product market a producer attains equilibrium, we must be knowing what is the theory of revenue. So what is revenue? Revenue means the entire sale proceeding of a producer is called revenue. Now what is sale proceeding? That after selling the final product, the amount of money that the producer receives is called the revenue. For example, suppose a producer sold 5 units of chairs and got 500 rupees. Hence we can understand that 500 rupees is the total revenue that the producer received, and if we divide the number of unit of product if you divide total revenue, that is 500 divided by the number of products, that is 5, we are getting 100. Hence 100 rupees would be the average revenue and or price of each unit of chair. So here one interesting thing comes, that is average revenue is nothing but price. Mathematically also we are going to prove that thing after a little time. So now as we understand what is revenue, now we will be discussing the nature of revenue curve, that is average revenue curve, marginal revenue curve and total revenue curve in two different forms of market. You know, later also we are going to discuss in detail about the different forms of market. So for the time being, just this much will be enough, that the entire number of forms of market can be divided into two broader categories. One is perfect competition and other is imperfect competition. So try to understand the meaning of both. What is perfect competition? The peculiar characteristic of a perfectly competitive market is that the uniform product, means all the producers are producing the same type of product and there is no differences at any level in taste, preference, in color, in shape, in size, in want satisfying power. In each and every respect, all the products produced by different producers are equal. Hence, price is also equal. And in a perfectly competitive market, the producers don't have any power to determine the price. So how the price is determined in a perfectly competitive market? It is the force of demand and supply that determines price in a perfectly competitive market. And on the other hand, in imperfect competition, many different forms of market comes, like in extreme case we find monopoly. Monopoly means a single producer or seller producing all the product, and the producer enjoys considerable amount of price making power. Here the producer can decide its own price, at what price the product would be sold in the market. And coming a little bit down, we find a monopolistic competition, and here oligopoly, duopoly, all these forms of market are called imperfect market. So perfectly competitive market and imperfect competition, two different headings we will be discussing the nature of revenue curves. So first we come to perfectly competitive market. See this diagram. In perfectly competitive market, because price is uniform, the producer cannot increase or decrease price, hence price always remains fixed. That's why the average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve both coincide with each other and are parallel to x-axis. Here you can see this is also average revenue curve and the same is also marginal revenue curve. Then come to the total revenue curve. Unless a product is sold, there is no revenue. That's why total revenue curve starts from the point of origin, and it goes on increasing and is a straight line. What does it mean? The total revenue curve in perfectly competitive market is a straight line. That means the slope of the curve is constant. That means del y upon del x is always a constant number. That's why the shape is a straight line. So these two are perfectly competitive market, where what we find is that the average revenue and marginal revenue curve are parallel to x-axis, because whatever may be the number of output sold by the producers, the price remains fixed. But the case is a little different in imperfect competition, that is monopoly or monopolistic or duopoly or oligopoly. The difference is that here whatever may be the number of output the producer is willing to sell, the price would be same. But in imperfect competition, if the producer is trying to sell more unit of output, then the producer has to down or lower its price. Means more the unit of output the producer is willing to sell, the price would go on becoming lower and lower and lower and lower. That's why what we find is that in imperfect competition, the average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve slopes downward from left to right. And average revenue curve is always greater than marginal revenue. Average revenue is always greater than marginal revenue. That is the reason why marginal revenue curve always lie below the average revenue curve. So this is imperfect competition and these two are perfect competition. And because here the curve AR and MR are sloping downward, means getting lesser and lesser, that's why the TR curve would never become a straight line, because the slope would go on falling and falling and falling. So this is about average revenue, marginal revenue and total revenue in perfectly competitive market and imperfect competition. Now let us discuss the formulas to derive different types of revenue. First, total revenue. We have different ways to find total revenue. That price into quantity sold is total revenue, or the summation of marginal revenues, all marginal revenues. If we make a sum, then we will find total revenue. Or in other words, we can say total revenue we can find by multiplying quantity of output, quantity of product sold into average revenue. Three formulas to find out total revenue. Then average revenue is total revenue divided by quantity of output, and marginal revenue is total revenue of n number of output sold minus total revenue of n minus 1. This means one less number of output sold. Suppose we are selling 6 unit of output, then marginal revenue of the 6th unit would be total revenue of 6th unit minus total revenue of 6 minus 1, that is 5th unit. 5 unit. So average revenue, just I told you, is equal to TR by Q, and from this equation we will derive, we are going to prove that average revenue is nothing but price of the product. How? So average revenue is TR by Q, and if we replace TR with P into Q, that is price into quantity, then we are getting AR equal to P into Q upon Q, and Q cancelled, AR equal to P or price. This is how we can prove that. You often 1 mark question comes, that or 3 mark question comes, and asked is that prove that average revenue is equal to price. In this way, in these 3 lines, you can prove average revenue is equal to price. So this is all about total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue, and tomorrow we are going to discuss about producers equilibrium. Thank you and have a nice day.